Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on X-Men Evolution, issue number 2. Now as you know, it kind of follows the TV series, but there are some continuity errors. So let's get on. It starts off how Scott Summers is being taken to hospital, and where they say, "Okay, easy kid, you're gonna be alright." No! I just want to have a look at your eyes. And so his mutant powers activate and blasts right out of the wall, which no doubtly probably destroyed an airline and so on. Afterwards, Charles Xavier gives the guys at the hospital full change and agrees to take in Scott Summers. And he's like, "I'd like to talk to you about, well, your future. Pleased to meet you, Professor Xavier. Please call me Scott." Man, you can't believe how happy I am to hear someone suggest that even I have a future. "Oh yes, Scott. Yes indeed. Tell me how you feel about living among others like yourself, find themselves separated from society, extraordinary gifts and powers." "Professor, I'd feel great about living with someone who would risk having me at his home." And so, mainly the same day at the lab, they even have him suggest making the ruby quartz visor, and Scott puts it on where his mutant powers are controlled by it. Now, I guess the ruby quartz visor, the material that's inside is meant to negate the powers or kind of prevent him from doing it. I guess it's meant to be that it kind of blocks the ability. So after Scott signs the papers and even leaves, they take him to where the Blackbird is, and yet it's like, no one said anything about planes. And yeah, this kind of causes Xavier to think, "Oh crap, what did I just do?" And he runs off saying, "Scott, wait, I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. Who said that?" And he points out how that he should have thought about this and all that. Afterwards, they're like, "You're a brave man, young Scott. I wanted you with us at the Institute from the first moment I became aware of you." So in other words, he kind of is the first student and has his own living quarters where Wolverine and Cyclops are going out and talking. What's interesting is that in some of the episodes, so Cyclops is a bit of the fun guy and a bit of the serious one. In this moment, he acts more like when you're a kid or a young adult or a teenager going out and feeling like, "This is my big moment, feels great." After making a quick stop to where some guys are having hostages, and given the fact that Scott Summers has his costume on, it's like, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me." So they get into action in their costumes and manage to take on two of the crooks. Given the fact one of them shoots Wolverine through, and I was like, "Hey, come here, little girl." And so they leave her so they may take a hostage, where the little girl reminds me a bit of a doll for some reason. Seriously, it kind of looks like an art doll or something. And you're like, "Are you okay? We won't let that man hurt you, I promise." "Oh my god, my baby!" And so, despite Cyclops saving the day, everyone calls him a mutant and a freak. Now, if you ever watched the TV series, this isn't brought up again, which easily means that Professor Xavier easily erased everyone's minds after this, because if you ever watched season 3 or 4, season 3, their identities were exposed, and this was never brought up because of this. I'm guessing this means Xavier easily wiped people's memories of this incident. And so, after getting punched and Cyclops feeling down, Wolverine just smirks a bit, but congratulates Cyclops for a job well done. And afterwards, him and Xavier are talking, and even apologizes and says he should have put more faith in him. Now, afterwards, we've got at the Grey House saying, "He's doing it again, Jonathan. Only this time it's worse." Mommy, Daddy, make it stop! And we have Green Grey with her mutant powers, which is easily meant to be the first stages of the Phoenix Force. So, yeah, that's the story. What do I think? Kind of alright, but really feels out of continuity. It's alright, but could have been better. So, in general, thumbs in the middle. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.